Josh, how'd it feel out there today?
It felt really good. It's been a while since I played football, so I've been throwing just throwing routes on air and whatnot, and throughout the winter and in like my whole rehab process. But it's kind of cool to actually do full speed with all the guys in the field.
After kind of watching what was going on in the Pac-12 and particularly across town, how hard was it last season to be out and have to sit on the sideline and watch everything happen?
It sucked. I mean, it wasn't as much of what was happening like around the conference as much as it was just like seeing all the guys out there in the field grinding. You kind of know that you're not out there with them. So.
That said, I mean, there's a lot of buzz over, Sam Darnold now. I mean, does that drive you, motivate you at all?
Nah, because everyone sort of knows how good they are, and they have that sort of internal scoreboard. I know where I'm at, so I'm just gonna keep doing what I've been doing, and just keep trying to move forwards.
How long post-surgery were you able to start throwing?
Pretty quickly. I couldn't tell you an exact date, but I got to full speed like a few weeks ago.
Okay. So you can just let it go now without any...
Yeah, nothing. I don't feel anything really.
They kind of described it, I think, at the time as a soft tissue repair or something. What did they do exactly?
That's what it was.
Okay.
It's like kind of pulling a hamstring almost in the shoulder. It's not, honestly, it's kind of turned into a positive more so because I've learned more than I can even imagine about my body through the whole rehab process. And right now I'm pretty much done rehab, but I'm still in there 5-6 days a week, doing a lot of the same stuff, because a lot of it's like postural stuff that won't just keep you healthy, but will actually make you throw better and stay healthy for longer.
So what kind of stuff are you doing?
I mean, everything, and every quarterback knows it, from sleeper stretch to throwers 10 to rotator cuff strengthening, all that stuff.
Okay.
Third different offensive coordinator in your 3 years here. What are your early impressions of Coach Fish?
I love Coach Fish because me and Wilton Spate are really good friends. Quarterback over at Michigan, and we've talked, and they're really close. So he gave me a little insight before I actually ended up meeting him. But so far it's been great. He's really smart. He knows all his stuff, and he's really good at explaining everything and we've been tweaking stuff actually here and there, and I'm a fan of it so far. And I think all is going really well, and we're going in a positive direction.
How much do you expect the offense to change?
I mean, I've said it last year, going from spread to pro, you're not going to reinvent football. Power is power, counter is counter. The route concepts don't change, you just change how it looks. So you change procedural things, you change, you understand your gun, 2 tight ends, 2 running backs, shift up. Like the offense, you're not changing offense, you're just changing how it looks. And right now this year, it's just kind of a change in presentation and procedural things here and there.
At this point, do you have any, as you kind of look ahead to the upcoming season, do you have any goals in mind as far as, obviously you came in with a lot of expectations on you. I mean, you thinking Heisman at all? National championship?
I mean, if you going day by day, hopefully all the accolades just kind of happen on accident in the rearview mirror as you keep pushing day by day. Our motto this year is kind of just getting 1% better every day, and compound interest that, and then at the end of the road you find yourself a lot further ahead than you really thought you would have been. So everything from team accolades to individual accolades across the board, we're just trying to get better every day, and all the chips will fall into place.
Did kind of what happened last year with the injury, I mean, maybe kind of reinforce that type of thinking a little bit more?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'm lucky because it wasn't like a lot of guys with like full reconstructive surgeries, whether it be knees, shoulders, anything like that. When they're out for 8 to 9 months, it takes a real strong mental toll, and you really have to fight through it. But I was a pretty quick 4 to 5 months, and I was back in the swing of things relatively quickly, considering what it could have been, and it gave me a really new, fresh perspective, and I got to kind of hit that like emotional bottom in a sense pretty quickly, and I got to get back on the horse pretty early relatively. So this whole experience has been awesome. I've learned a bunch about my body. My nutrition's gotten a lot better. It gives you sort of a little bit of a fire, because in college you're going 46, 47, 48 weeks out of the year. I mean, you get it taken away from you. You don't really realize what you have until you don't have it.
Right. Now, did you know that it was that minor until they went in?
I mean that's why you have doctors and
Right.
scans and stuff. No, I
So
didn't
when
know.
you came out of the surgery and they kind of gave you the news, that was
Yeah.
kind of the moment of relief for you, like,
Yeah,
oh,
absolutely.
thank God.
Because
like,
it's called diagnostic scope. So they went in to diagnose what was
Right.
wrong. So they knew where something was messed up. They just
Mhm.
didn't know what it was. There were a few possibilities they said before going in. Came out and said it was the best case scenario, and I was really happy.
Were you afraid that it was something serious?
Hell yeah.
What was kind of like the worst case scenario that had
I'm
been?
not going to go into that.
Was it something that progressively got worse, or did it actually, the injury that you hopefully got surgery for, occur against Arizona State?
It occurred against Arizona State. It was just sort of after like a week or 2 weeks to see if I could kind of rehab through it and fight through the season. That was sort of the case for this, like tearing your hamstring and seeing if you could kind of get into it before whatever. But it ended up just needing to get cleaned up and just getting ready for the next year.
It seemed at the time that you might have been trying to get back and maybe had to be talked into sitting out. How did that all go down when you ultimately decided to?
It was a little bit of stubbornness, but I think it's stubbornness that coaches appreciate. That's why, like in the NFL with the whole concussion things, they need doctors to pull guys off the field because they know what they want to get out there and then and play the game they love. So I was on the sideline and fully suited. So I was by the officiating perspective, I was ready to go, but just the body in the pads wasn't really ready to go.
As you had a chance to kind of look back at the games that you were able to play last season, how do you think you played?
Not well enough. 3-3 isn't really so hot. So moving forwards, I'd like to play a lot better.
You came into UCLA early, pretty highly regarded as well. Have you had any discussions with guys like Jalen or Darnay about what they should come to expect here in the next few months?
Yeah, I mean, I've been pretty close with Darnay through the recruiting process because Jordan Payton was one of the guys that mentored me when I first got here, and he knows Darnay through the Oaks Christian connection and all that, and Theo Howard too was at Oaks Christian Lily, so I was kind of just helping him as much as just kind of giving him a heads up on what's to come, and because when I came in I was the only one in the winter, so I was terrified. But it's definitely nice when someone like that takes you under their wing, so that's why I'm trying to help them out a little bit.
Are you pushing to have maybe a package for Darnay, because obviously he has some of those two-way capabilities?
I'm just trying to learn what's put in front of me right now.
You will be draft eligible at the end of the upcoming season. Are you
don't
thinking?
have to finish that question.
I mean, are you taking any more? I don't know, trying to soak it in anymore, just because this could theoretically be it, right?
I'm just basically the same thing with the accolades is if I do everything day by day, then everything will fall into place and happen naturally. A decision is a decision. I can't make one this far ahead, but right now it's just basically go step by step and handle what you can handle. And if the situation will come, if I do what I can right now, but if you're looking all into the future and you forget what's at your feet, then you find yourself sort of trying to reach a false dream.
Yeah, well, I guess, not so much like looking ahead, but say like even like today you come out, right? It's, this could be, your last spring practice with these guys, right? Or, spring camp with these guys. Do you take any more time, I guess, to soak it in anymore, I guess? Or
not as much. I mean, you have seniors that leave every year, so you try to. I mean, I've already lost some of my best friends here, from Tito Lagasse to Mike Faithful to Jordan Payton. Every year I have some of my best buddies sitting to the right and left of me, and the first meeting coming back from the season in winter camp, you're just kind of sitting there like, where is everyone? The meeting room's kind of empty, and it's a different feeling. So I try to soak it in every year, because these are my best friends, and it's a dream to be at a university like this with a lot of these guys.
Yeah. How did you feel out there throwing the ball? Did it feel pretty natural? Did you feel rusty at all now?
Felt great.
Yeah.
Last one, you guys good? Anything?